the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
The slot man in motion right. Ball again on second down. And he's got room. Touchdown, New Orleans. Breece Hall, 36 yards. And the Saints are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Harris running straight ahead. He's got it to the 43 here. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That's going to be caught by Waddle. He's got room at the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Throwing, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Play action now. Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Check. Lucky.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 51 yards for him on the ground so far. A great start to this divisional round contest. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 39, Watson. He's going to look deep for more. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Hall on to give up the middle. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Pollard. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. And then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up. It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Watson on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 60 yards. And the Saints have regained the lead. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
throwing again on second down. Watson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Watson now to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. 131 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
It's no accident they've been moving the ball well all game long. This offensive line has done an excellent job adapting to everything the defense is throwing at them and creating holes for their runners.
Prescott off play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
They'll try to run with Harris, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Najee Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The final shot before the break. Watson flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. On the same football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Moore, the man in motion. From the 50, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Watson. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time. And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then. They'll pitch this out to Pollard, down to about the 45. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they? They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. That's It's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Trying to lay one up deep. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 46 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 2nd down at 4. Now here's another carry for Harris. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Catch is made by Hardman. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mecole Hardman, 31 yards. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Harris running straight ahead. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 101 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first, here's Washington. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Out of the gun, Watson. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Option play, here's Hall. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown, Saints. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Saints are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth-quarter lead. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints 11. A big play here for Dallas. 58 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Najee Harris saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Elijah Moore, 78 yards. And the Saints use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. 1 move later, he's in the end zone.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, we heavy on the 47.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 29, Watson. And this one is incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 4th down, Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. To the air yet again, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's going to look deep for Moore. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Moore, the man in motion. On 4th down, Watson. Flushed out right. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And they will take a knee here. Second and 11. On second down, a run with Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He completes it to Olave. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so